Did you know that the SCM muscle actually has two heads? Where's the second head? And why would you want to work on it? Let's talk about that. All right, so for your neck and shoulder pain clients, SCM is going to be hugely important, right? This big muscle right here on both sides, when it's tight, it pulls the head forward, which we tend to do in life with our devices these days. And so lengthening it is going to be very helpful. We've showed in other videos several techniques to work on the long head, the first head, but there is actually two heads to the SCM. So let's talk a little bit about how to get at that second head. So if I turn their head and ask you to lift yep, there you see the long head pop right up, and that is the main part of SCM. And that comes down and attaches to the clavicle and a little bit of rib 1. However, behind it, attached to the manubrium, or the top of the sternum, is the second head or sternal head of the SCM. And on some people, just working on the long head will not be enough. You really need to get some work on the second head itself. And so in order to get there, we can turn the head slightly. I'm gonna curl my fingers so I make sure to just contact the clavicle and not the rest of the chest. I'm gonna bring my thumb like a hook on the inside underneath the long head and come down right there. Yep, and it should feel pretty immediately different to be on the second head down here versus the long head up here. So up here on the end of the clavicle, we've got the attachment for the first head or the long head, right? If I come behind that and come up right on the manubrium, I can get the attachment for the second head. So the very first technique we can do is to come up behind there and just do a little gentle cross fiber friction. On a scale of 1 to 10, where is that right now?
4.
4, okay, not bad. The other thing we can do, besides just doing a little gentle friction, is to hold the attachment and do a little pin and stretch by rocking the head gently from side to side. Nice. I'm going to do both sides just to balance them out. So right behind, there it is.
This side's more like a 6.
Some people are going to be tighter on one side than the other, that's for sure. I'm not contacting it any more deeply than I did on the left, but apparently the right is much more sensitive. And it does not take a lot of pressure here. In fact, if you use a lot of pressure, you're very likely to hurt them in a way that's not helpful at all. So gentle pressure and let the rocking be the thing that has the muscle stretch and release. Now, in another video, we show this stretch. It's one of my favorites, and I'm gonna show it again, but I'm gonna add in how to contact the second head to it. So from here, I'd like you to gently try to lift just a bit, and that's gonna pop out the SCM. Now I can put my fingers right on the inside of the long head and have you very slowly try to rotate your head to the right. And all I'm doing is giving them a barrier on the inside of the muscle and allowing them to stretch however much they want to by turning their head. So that's a good stretch for the main long head. Now, if I take this ring finger and slide it down behind, I can get right on the attachment on the manubrium of the second head. You feel the difference? Yeah. And again, you're in charge of the stretch here. You turn as much as you want. And come back. I'm gonna do the other side just to balance them out. I'm gonna try to avoid this camera. Lift up again, great. Okay, so by having them lift up, the muscle is gonna pop out and make it very easy for you to landmark. So now rotate your head slowly to the left. So I'll start just with the long head. And then again, if you look at the top-down camera, this ring finger here can reach down and behind the long head there for the attachment of the second head. And you felt the difference?
Yes.
All right, and that's probably what, a 7?
About,
Yeah. So I'm not gonna do anything different. You get to be in charge of how much you wanna stretch. Great. And there you have it. If you forgot about the second head from massage school, I invite you to totally get back into remembering it and do a little bit of work on it. And trust me, a little bit goes a very long way. So hopefully you feel a lot more comfortable working on the second head as well as the first head of SCM for your clients, because that's going to really help their neck, shoulder, and jaw pain. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you look in the description below, we actually have a 2-day, 12-credit class for the head, neck, and jaw that is live here in New York City. We offer it about twice a year. It's worth 12 credits for New York State and any state that takes NCBTMB credits. And it's a great class. We hope you'll check it out. And in the meantime, we think you'll like this video too.